something inside me gave me the reason and gave me the conviction to do what I needed to do. It's a family effort, and my first and foremost person I have to think about who's been so supportive is my wife, Lee. She has just been fantastic throughout the very beginning, throughout me working late at night, to her taking upon responsibilities herself. Me and Lee have grown as far as our relationship over the last several weeks. So that's just been, forget tomorrow, that right there has been all worth it. Her father works with me here at Shoemaker Homes, and he's really taken up a lot of his time to do this. Of course, my mom and dad have been very supportive, but the leadership team, everyone on that leadership team, and the success that we're going to have with the Extreme Home Makeover is going to be because of their effort.
Back in mid-December, ABC contacted us and asked us if we'd like to change the life of a local resident here. And we thought about it, and we talked to our family and our friends and a couple of suppliers. And at that point in time, we said, this is the thing to do. There's no question. It's the right thing to do. It's a good thing to do. And let's have the opportunity to have Mississippi shine. So we got together and we built a great leadership team, a team that we couldn't have done any of this without any of them. They were all tremendously important to the build. And so we knew that our faith would guide us and that our hope would inspire us. And we knew that the foundation that we were going to lay forth would be out of love and out of the compassion and the strength of the state of Mississippi. So we're real excited about that. Door knock day was incredible. It's just like the television show. They simply pull up there in that van. The emotions are real. And not only are they real on the TV, they're real with all of us that were watching. And it was an incredible day to send Sabrena off to a vacation to Tampa. And then after that was Braveheart. And Braveheart was another emotional day. We pulled up there to the Braveheart March, and we saw over 200 people by 7 a.m. And the feeling that me and Lee had is really indescribable. Like so many aspects of the build, it's very, 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 very hard to describe.
Shoemaker Homes has been charged with a task today, one that's required hundreds of hours and thousands of volunteers. We've been told Sabrena Jones, we've been told the family story of her compassion for others. At times there will be difficulties, at times it will be surprises. However, that will not impede our resolve. What we're doing today is good. What we're doing today is better than anything we've ever done. Our faith will guide us. Our hope will inspire us. And our love will serve as a foundation for this family's future.
Braveheart was a wonderful day, and we demolished that house. And I'm in the house building business, but not the demolition business. And we demoed that house, and then we started the dirt work. And we had to bring in, our estimates was over 8 million pounds of dirt, and that was done by Warren Excavation. And it actually went a lot smoother than any of us could have ever imagined. Doug's management of all of that was absolutely astonishing. And I'm so proud that he was able to do that and help us do that. The next morning we started the foundation, and in fact at noon the next day we started pouring concrete, which something that we were so excited about was we actually had a 2-hour delay, and the reason we did so is because the dirt was compacted too hard. And what a great way to start off a new house and a new foundation was the dirt was too hard to begin with. So after we did that, we started framing, and the framers just worked like crazy. Those guys, I just can't say enough about them. We experienced rain, we experienced hardship. The rain was an incredible obstacle that we certainly triumphed over. By the next morning, we moved right on through. We had to delay for a couple of hours, and for about 6 hours, and then we started right back in the morning. By the next night, we had caught back up. We were back on time, and in fact a little ahead. And that was done by the great framers and all of the great suppliers. We had, of course, Clark Plumbing, which are the plumbers, Elcon Electric, Climate Masters, and Pennington and Trim helped us, along with American Roofing, who took care of the roofing for us. All of them did absolutely incredible job. At that point in time, I believe that day we had over 75 to 85 people in the house all at one time, and not one dispute. Pretty incredible. That night we insulated and we sheetrocked, and at 5 o'clock on Friday morning was such a peaceful time. Sheetrock finishing, which is relatively a quiet job. 3 people were on the job site, 3 managers, and it was a very peaceful moment, and I never will forget Friday morning. It was an incredible experience. Friday was a great day. Tri-State Brick Company supplied the brick. Tony Gordon was the brick mason, brought 57 brick masons with them, and they laid that house that day. They started roughly about 11 and got finished about 7. Incredible feat. Trim carpenters started. We did the inside all night. Painters showed up the next morning and simply did a fantastic job. And then again, we had all of the subs come back in, the plumbers, electricians, heat and air, alarm, and so many other people came back and turned that house around again. Again, probably had over 90 to 100 people in the house at that point in time. After that, we had the hardwood floors that were put in, and then we finished the house the next day, and that next day was Sunday. About 2 o'clock, the furniture rolled into the home. We had a lot of things to do. Sunday night was a very hard night. We had lots of little things to do, and what we learned is the little things will kill you, and the little things had really built up to be one big conglomerate thing. And we were able to move through that. And then we got to Monday, which was a date that we had all put in our calendars as reveal day. And when that bus moved and revealed Sabrena's new future and new beginning, I believe it moved in all of our lives and gave us a fresh start and a new beginning onto something that we've all experienced together. And that with that, we basically had a rebirth of our own. And I think since then, we all have looked at things in a different light. We've certainly looked at each other in a different light. And from that point in time, Sabrena's always been a part of, who's been a part of so many people's lives, is now a part of ours. One of the hardest things about telling the story of the build is that so many people were important. And you have to take that risk sometimes to maybe highlight something. Not simply because you're trying to leave out somebody else, but there's no one person that's important. It's such a group effort and a community-wide event that there's just no possible way to thank one person or to get everybody in. We've made strides to remember and include everyone, but that sometimes is just really hard to do.